So you're thinking about moving to San Diego? For me, I dreamed of living in San Diego since I was a little boy. My cousins grew up here in Ramona and we used to come down all the time and visit them. I always loved that time of my life. So as an adult, I suddenly had the opportunity to move here and I took it. And I am so happy that I did. It's the best place in the world, literally the best city to live in anywhere in the United States, in my opinion. We're going to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly of living here in San Diego. There's very little ugly, but there's some. Hey, it's James Renfro. In this channel, we do so many videos about what it's like to work, to eat, to play, to eat some more here in San Diego. If that's the kind of information that you're looking for, click below, subscribe to our channel, and click the little bell icon as well so you get notified for every video that we do. Thinking about making a move to San Diego? Give me a call, text me, reach out. I got your back if you're moving to San Diego. About 14 years ago, I had an opportunity to move. I thought of some different places and San Diego popped up in my brain again, and it was a little scary, but I made the move. I am so happy I did. There's just so much that's wonderful about my life because of where I live. I'll talk about more about what's great here in San Diego. I think the first most obvious pro to living in San Diego is the weather. It's never too hot, it's not too cold, it's not too dry, it's not too wet. There are some rainy days and there's a lot of sunny days. There's some colder days and a few kind of windy days, but overall it is really fantastic here weather-wise. I guess probably the second thing that stands out in mind is there's just so much to do here. There's so much outdoor activity, especially. We have the, obviously the beach, but we have the mountains, we have lakes, and we have just a gazillion things to do that could satisfy anybody. Mainly because it's so easy to be outdoors, right? Just anything you can imagine is available to you here in San Diego as far as an activity is concerned. So really, in tops on everybody's list, I think, is the fact that the beach is so close. And it's so easy to, for me anyways, to jump in my car and I can be in the beach just very quickly. Depending on where you live, you might be able to walk across the street to the beach. So that proximity, though, compared to other places in the world, is really one of the things that makes San Diego such a wonderful place to live. And not only are we close to the beach, but we're close to great beaches where the temperature is perfect and it's wonderful to be there. So the next big pro is a big one for me because I love to eat. And I love to eat really good food. There's like 7,000 restaurants in the San Diego area, and a lot of those are Mexican food, and for me, that's a big draw. There are some places where there's 3 or 4 Mexican restaurants just kind of grouped together. So there's Italian food, Indian food, Japanese food, you have sushi all over the place. There's just tons of great gourmet food available wherever you go. Like I said, that is something that I really, really enjoy. San Diego's a diverse city as well. We're a little under 1.5 million people, and just every kind of culture you can imagine, every type of person. It's cool to be able to meet people different than you, and you get to share ideas and enjoy different types of people. And I think that's one of the wonderful things. We're kind of a melting pot. One thing that you can find all over San Diego is kind of a laid-back attitude. There's not as much hustle and bustle here. It's a vacation destination, and not to say that everybody's on vacation necessarily all the time, but people are by and large kind of laid back here and a little less intense, which I like. So I guess one of the cons to living here, and one that's on everybody's mind these days, is the cost of living. And it is particularly high in here in San Diego. It was always high just because of the fact that we're a beach community and a destination. Since world events have changed a bit, it's become more expensive. and that is tough for a lot of people. And so that's definitely a drawback to living here. But I guess you could say, it's expensive to live in paradise. Also on a con side would be, some of the other things that we experience, like homelessness, and because the cost of living is so high, that's obviously one of the things that happens is people don't have homes. So we do have a homeless problem here. I don't think we have anywhere near the problem that you hear about in San Francisco and Los Angeles and that type of thing, but we do nonetheless have a problem. It's sad and it's heart-wrenching, and state taxes are also very high. We are, I think, the highest state taxed state in the country, and so a good portion of your income goes to the state to pay for our infrastructure and the other programs that California has. And then lastly, a con that I think comes to mind for people is traffic. San Diego is a destination. A lot of people come here, just drive in on the weekends or fly in, and because of that we have some congestion problems on our freeways and surface streets. Again, I don't think it's anywhere near what it's like in Los Angeles or further north in San Francisco and some larger areas like that. For some people it might be a bigger concern than others. For me, I don't find that commuting is that much of a difficulty, but it's definitely a con for some people here in San Diego. I'm here to help you find your forever home right here in San Diego. But I can only do that if you call me, text me, or reach out in some way so I can extend a hand and get you the help that you need. However you want to get a hold of me, I got your back when moving to San Diego.